Hi, friend. If you are a loan officer who is tired of constantly showing up online and wanting to learn how to target your ideal audience, you are in the right place. My name is Chelsea Gardner. I am the owner and CEO of Fully Aligned Marketing, and I help loan officers and mortgage professionals understand and run meta ads and social media. And today I am going to show you how you can upload a custom audience directly into your meta ads so that you can target them inside of your ads manager. So I'm going to share my screen with you and we are going to dive right in. Be sure if you want more information and how-to videos when it comes to meta ads that you subscribe to this channel, and you can follow us anywhere online at Fully Aligned Marketing. So let's dive in. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you are logged into your ads manager. You can head right over to facebook.com/ads manager, ADS manager. Make sure you are in the correct business portfolio so that you can run ads for your business page directly inside of your ads manager. To upload a custom audience, what you will want to make sure that you have is a CSV file that has at least 4 identifiers. So first name, last name, email, and phone are great identifiers to have inside of that custom audience list. If you are pulling a list from a CRM and it downloads multiple columns, so you've got maybe your realtor buy sides, you've got maybe addresses and company names, that is okay. You do not need to go through and actually delete out any columns. We just simply will not upload them inside of the custom audience upload. So you want to make sure you download a CSV file and you have at least 4 identifiers inside of that file. Once you have that and you are inside of your ads manager, you're going to navigate over to this left-hand side panel. And if you hover over it, you're going to see audiences. Once you click on that, if you have never uploaded a custom audience before, you are actually going to be taken to a screen that has 4 boxes on the screen. You're going to click on the one at the top that says Create Audience. And when you do, you are actually going to see this box pop up. Okay, so once you are here, you're going to click on Customer List. Now, if you have uploaded a custom list before and you're not quite sure where to upload one now that you see it here, you're going to click on Create Audience, Custom Audience, and you're going to see that same exact box. So click on Customer List. Be aware that if you have never uploaded a customer list before, you may have maybe grayed out for you. And that simply means that you do not have the capability to upload a custom list just yet. You will need to run ads to a generalized population for anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks before Facebook will open up the ability for you to upload custom audience lists. That is not always the case, but just in case you do see that grayed out option, that's what's happening. So click on customer list. You are going to click on next. And from here, this first screen just shows you that you can download a file template and some of the identifiers and how they should be laid out. So you can simply just click next through this first page. This second page is where you are actually going to upload your CSV file. I have mine already. So you're going to click on choose file on your device and you want to add in that list. You're going to open it. If you don't see the option to grab it and you saved it to your desktop, you most likely did not save it as a CSV file. So make sure to go back and save as a CSV file. Now, one thing I personally am very particular about is audience name. So as you can see, when you start building out your custom audience lists, you want to be able to see what that list is and who it's targeting. I also like to include dates so that I know when that list was last updated or pulled, created, whatever the case may be. So let's say you're uploading a list of your realtors, and they're realtors here I'm in the Tampa Bay market, so they're Tampa Bay realtors. So I'm going to put Realtors Tampa and then the date that I either uploaded it or the date that I pulled the list. So if I'm uploading it on the 13th, I will put that. If I pulled the list, let's say on the 10th, then I may put in the 10th as well. I always like to have some form of naming convention. So pick one that works best for you and stick to it. Then you're going to click on next. And you're going to be taken to a map identifier. Back up real quick. If you have never uploaded a custom list on this page, there may be a box that you need to check. Okay. If the next button is not available, there's going to be a box down here that you just need to accept the terms. That is a one-time thing. You won't have to do it again. So just accept the terms and then it should allow you to click next from there. Once you are on this map identifiers page or this third tab called match columns, this is where we need to make sure that everything is connected correctly inside of the mapping. Okay. So it's going to automatically take you to the ones that say action needed. And you can see like the title of the column and how it did not upload. And then if I were to click on mapped, if you have any that mapped automatically, this is where that's going to pull. Okay. So the email pulled automatically, the phone and the birth date pulled automatically. I had birthday in here. If you don't have it, you don't need it. You can also, if there's anything in this mapped column that should not be there. So let's say sometimes I have seen dates. If you're pulling like closing dates for past clients and you're uploading a past client list, a lot of times that closing date pulls as a birth date. So if that is the case, you only need to click this down arrow and you need to scroll to do not upload, and it will move it into the action needed column and it will not upload it. Obviously, you want to make sure that everything that is mapped is correct. Okay, so then inside of this action needed column, we've got our first name. So obviously we want to click that down arrow and we want to map that to our first name. And then we've got our last name in here. So we want to click that down arrow, map it to the last name. Okay. And then if you have city, state, zip, you absolutely can map those as well. So if those pulled in your custom list, you can click the down arrow and you can map those cities and those states. Those are options for identifiers in here. But again, the main ones you want to make sure you have is first name, last name, email, and phone. Now, what you will see in here is mobile. And then under my mapped section, I have phone. So the great thing is if you have multiple phone numbers or email addresses for one of your past clients or your realtors or prospects, you can upload multiple phone numbers for that client. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and I'm going to choose phone number again. Okay. And what you're going to see is the phone number could not be included only because I have it as 111. That was dumb of myself. And it's trying to pull it as the country code. So it's thinking it's not an accurate phone number. But if you have a phone number that I did not just randomly type in, such as this one here, then you can actually choose phone number twice. If for any reason you go to map something, and again, it gives you this error where it says unable to match a column, something is incorrect with probably the layout of the number. So like I said, I made the mistake of doing 111. So it is trying to pull it as a country code, which if I have a country code, you're going to see that it needs to be laid out in a different format. It needs to have the +1, 001, or 1 with the little columns here. So that is the issue. If you run into something, it is most likely not formatted properly. And then you want to go back before you upload. If it's like, hey, your phone numbers are not formatted properly, make sure to go back and format them properly before you upload a list without your phone numbers. Once everything is mapped, I like to double check. First name, last name, email, and phone are all in here. City, state, again, those are additional if I have them. And then I'm going to click on import and create. It is going to upload that customer list. It will show me how many rows uploaded. So I just had my name in there. So if I had a list of 1,000, it will say 1,000 rows uploaded. Now, that does not mean that all 1,000 of that list matched inside of Meta. It simply means that 1,000 rows were uploaded. Okay. And then from here, you can click on done and you will see your list is now populating inside of Meta. It can take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to fully populate, depending on how large that list is. And guys, that is it. That is exactly how you upload a custom audience list to your Meta Ads Manager. So I hope you found this helpful. If you subscribe, you will get these short snippet videos. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow me on social media. You can find me anywhere at Fully Aligned Marketing. And if you want to download our free Meta Ad Guide, that is going to be in the description below. It is totally free, awesome download to have. It walks you through a ton of different ideas and guide for your Meta ads. So I hope to see you in the next video and have a great day.